In a medical emergency, we rely on the quick response of EMS.
But new at 6, a KDKA investigation reveals EMS operations across the state are in critical condition. Understaffed and underfunded, resources stretched so thin that response times are up, and it's literally creating life and death situations.
Here's KDKA lead investigator Andy Sheehan.
When the minutes count, will they be there?
Like, everybody deserves an ambulance. If that was my loved one that was hurt and needed an ambulance, I would want somebody to respond.
But here in Forest County, there's only one part-time ambulance service, and Trista Berry is one of only 2 EMTs to cover the many narrow and winding country roads. Because the resources are so thin, tragedy has ensued.
We had just lost a young 14-year-old boy here about a month ago from an ATV accident.
Response times in the rural counties can be slow as an hour, not timely enough to save those in cardiac arrest or those in serious accidents like 14-year-old Cameron Deal, an Eagle Scout who bled from internal injuries waiting on an ambulance.
We got him on the backboard, got him in the ambulance, and he passed right away.
EMS is in crisis across the state of Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania's EMS agencies are grossly underfunded and understaffed, struggling to adequately pay their EMTs and paramedics while maintaining their aging equipment. A patchwork quilt of more than 1,200 agencies, they're responding to 2.5 million calls a year, losing money on each one.
Every time one of these ambulances pull out to go on a trip, we lose money each and every time.
Operations like mutual aid in Westmoreland County depend almost entirely on insurance reimbursements for transports to area hospitals, which cover only 60% of their ever-rising costs for equipment and staff. While operating millions of dollars in the red, 32 of the 33 towns they service give them no money at all.
We get no help from these municipalities. They name us as their provider, that's great, but we get no funding to support that.
So they're on a free ride, I guess.
Basically they are, yes.
Buckling under the weight of those expenses, Jeanette EMS recently closed its bay doors for good. And so mutual aid has had to pick up that service area and its additional 1,800 calls a year. All of this is impacting public safety. Increased demand and shrinking resources equal longer response times.
They've gone up probably about 2 minutes in the last couple of years.
And 2 minutes is critical.
Oh, absolutely. Huge.
Life or death?
Absolutely.
And that mirrors the strain across the state, where according to state data, the average response time has also increased in recent years by 2 minutes, from 15 in 2018 to 17 minutes in 2021. Up in Forest County, the situation is beyond critical.
Some people have taken to loading their loved ones in a vehicle and drive as quick as they can to the hospital, just because they don't know if and when an ambulance is coming.
But at $15 an hour, they're not finding many young and dedicated EMTs like Barry, who is sustained by the smaller victories, like recently saving a woman from the serious consequences of a stroke.
We got her there in time, and she had no deficits. So like that, those are the moments that are rewarding.
Absolutely.
And you got to take those ones and let them outweigh the bad ones.
So while EMS agencies across the state are in crisis, a new organization is sounding the alarm. Tomorrow night, I'll profile citizens' concern for EMS and what they say needs to be done to get EMS off life support and provide reliable, quality care to the public in medical emergencies. Andy Sheehan, KDKA News.